Good day, I'm Ikslorin, and let's get one more time on the ladder with this Shadowform priest. I really like it. These games are long. Certainly, last episode was only one game in total, but they are good games. Certainly, I really like these games, and this deck is very, very interesting. And as always on this channel, not part of the meta, I would say. But said we are going to go up against the priest, so probably we are going to be able to see a second game this time around, because I'm awful playing against priests, because that is the one thing I haven't played at all at any point. Probably just keep the Pyromancer just to kill anything from a battle mustard, anything like that, and preventing him from actually being able to do anything like that. So yeah, we just need to get a spell or anything. Coining, cool. So probably the 2/2 with the Divine Shield. Or I don't know which one. That is more of the same, really. The light shall indeed burn him.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So, okay, a lot of Divine Shields on this thing. So this may be a Divine Shield deck rather than anything else. Good to know. The problem is he is at 3 mana. And I'm pretty sure the rare that actually benefits from all of these Divine Shields could be played this turn. But doesn't. Okay, that is cool. So we can Shadow Word Madness this thing. Killing his Annoyatron and getting the Divine Shield out of the way. Which is fine. Yeah, that is cool. That is fine. He can't trade, obviously. But it will still be... Yeah, he can't trade. That is an okay trade to do, really. Don't see any reason not to do that. Inequality. Well, he still has a 2/1 then. But my Pyromancer can then kill everything. But I don't think I would want to do that. I just think I would go for a Sludge Belcher. He has just used 1 equality. So we shouldn't probably expect him to have another one just yet. Also, the Shadowform that we just drew, we should probably wait with that. Especially, as I said, I have problems against Paladins, so I should probably stay a little bit safe with these things. Okay, if we go in here and heal that up and go for Dark Cultist, then we have... Yeah, then I like this. We cannot Holy Fire his lower Theb this turn, but he's going to be able to kill our Sludge Belcher first, which is not really what we would have wanted. But on the other hand, we can kill him with the Bomb Lobber. Or maybe not. I mean, Bomb Lobber is in 2 out of 3 cases going to kill something that we would want to. Or close to kill. Yeah, killing or close to killing. Can't wait then. So as long as it doesn't hit this one, then we are awesome. Then we are totally fine. Destroy that. Come on, click. Come on, click. Yes, thank you. That is really slow. I mean, obviously the animation has to play, but I feel like you could have gotten a 1 extra second where you could just click it.
Put this apple on your head.
But I guess you normally don't want to play the very fast. Okay, where does the knife go? That is a good spot. That is something that is pretty fine with me. Okay, so we can go for a Shadowform thing here and actually just switch immediately. Maybe a little bit early, but on the other hand, we can deal with anything that happens now. And we now have a hero power that actually deals with his hero power on top of that. And we have a second Shadow Word, should we have another turn to play. Where to us? Well, as long as he kills a 1/1, please. Damn. Well, Holy Fire is going to be dealing 5. This is then 7. But we can deal with it. But it is not the best trade, indeed. But at least we got it dealt with. And then we can play Ragnaros with, and not without any RNG. Because every time I try to Ragnaros and hope for the just getting any getting anything from his killed, his Ragnaros killed, then his Ragnaros doesn't get hit for some reason, just doesn't want to. Yeah, getting one is fine with me, really. If he should be able to get one leper now, I'm more than fine with that. There we go. Ragnaros doing some good work here. He can deal with it with an equality consecrate, but he has just used one equality and a lot of paladins, if I remember correctly, only wants one of them. Or not. Hammer of Wrath, okay, fair enough. So he doesn't want to use the consecrate just yet. Okay, so 2 to the face probably, and then Shadowform. Shadowform. Obviously we cannot play the Sludge Belcher now, but that's more than fine with me. Yeah, that is totally okay. He can kill a 1-1 taunt, but yeah, I don't see any reason not to. This is more than a fine position. This thing is only the first minion he plays. Probably should kill that immediately. Even though the Zombie Chow and Sludge Belcher will be able to deal with it just as well. If he gets one extra minion out, I'm fine with that. The only thing that it could be is the Paladin Legendary, the classic one, that I for some reason can't remember the name of. And the second Hammer of Wrath, cool. So those are at least out of the way. So it's still just the Consecrates that we have to actually worry about in regards to board control. And there's one of them. And he uses a lot of cards really to get this thing through. He doesn't even get the 5 HP here.
Reporting for duty.
And I can just kill all of his 1-1s. And he's also way ahead in terms of card draw. Not a way ahead, but still ahead enough that any fatigue phase would actually be a little bit of a problem for him.
Reporting for duty.
And I'm just going to keep killing those 1-1s. Or not. Okay, so he just wants to apply pressure now, really. I will have none of that. Not here. A 6-6. Yeah, we can't argue with that. That is a good, very good threat here. He doesn't have Ragnaros anymore to deal with it. He has just used both equalities and everything else. He has nothing really to do against this thing. 5 damage? Don't think he can do that. We can Pyromancer. Yeah, just to get the most out of this thing. If he can't deal 5 damage, he cannot deal 4 damage to Vol'jin, so that is more than fine. And now we have a Pyromancer to deal with all of his 1-1. Should he go for a Battle Mustard? Oh yeah, true Silver Champion. I forgot about that. So it would have been better to not go for the Pyromancer and have just go for the hero power here. Oh well. We can still Holy Fire this, then hero power. Keep the HP here. Yeah, and face with that. I mean, yeah, that 1 extra HP is probably going to be important. I don't want to do the same mistake twice. I mean, obviously he's going to kill it with his weapon, but I expected, I would rather want him not to be able to do anything else. Okay, the second Guardian, and a second Shield Pot too. The only thing that we really have to worry about yet is, is just his Legendary. That is the only thing that we have to worry about here. And that is why I didn't want to Shadow Word Pain him yet. I would rather want to Light Bomb and Hero Power. That is, even though we take damage, that is the more value. And since since this deck really relies on high value, we have to do that instead. Obviously, we're not going to do the same mistake as last time and play the Pyromancer. Actually, am I winning this thing? Seems like it. Also, there's been a lot of knife jugglers in this deck, to be honest. Actually, a really big amount of those, to be honest. Yeah, there's been a lot of those. We can go for a heal bot though, getting ourselves all the way up to 28 again. So, awesome. Getting a lot of 1/1s. We can deal with that with Pyromancer. Or just the Holy Nova, really. Or just our hero power. Well, we have this one. So we have all, actually. We have everything we need should he play the Legendary. Yeah, so I'm just going to stay relaxed. He has to play something that I have to answer to, because right now, he is the one that is going to die.
Reporting for duty.
Cool. So, this seems like the best time to actually go for the Holy Nova now.
Reporting for duty.
Or the Light Bomb. Oh. Yeah, okay, Holy Nova. I thought that would have been the Battle Mustard combo, but it wasn't. So, Holy Nova it is. Shift this thing. And there we go. It's still only for 1 or 2 cards we did this for, but we pretty much shut him down in any terms of combos or anything. Avenging Wrath, okay. So our 3-3 is going to die, and we will probably also lose anything else. Lose some HP. Oh, we don't. Cool, so he has also to need... Oh, let's try that again. He also has to take 3 more damage to the face. Or just try and rush us down, but... that is something that I won't stand happening. Just taking the 2-1 for the extra damage. And also removing at least 4 damage to our face. And 3 there. Should we go for the zombie charm? Yeah, sure. I see no reason not to. He should maybe still have a consecrate. Actually, he has had a lot of removal compared to the fact that he has... he still has a lot of... he seems to be rather aggressive in his plays. Okay, so we just gave him the ability to go for a mind control tag. I should have thought about that. He probably doesn't have a second one. That is probably just a tech card. I mean, sometimes you go for 2 of them, but I don't expect him right now to have one. So we could just hold it over now and then kill that, or we could also just trade. He has though 4 here, so if we go for this first, and this, and then this, he cannot kill our Cabal Shadow Priest. Awesome.
Out of cards.
I'm still keeping my Ascetic Swarm boost just away because I'm still expecting him to get that legendary. If he doesn't have that in his very last card, then I'm just going to play all of this stuff, obviously. But until then, just going to keep it.
Reporting for duty.
And all of those 1/1s we can still deal with this wild Pyromancer. Yeah, and we're just going to do that really. Get some card drawn. Sungeon. Morph to the face. Awesome. He can't really do anything. We have a Shadow Word Death. We can remove his weapon should it be the legendary. Or just an Neutron, you know.
Reporting for duty.
Well, that would be at least 3 damage this turn. Or just the victory. Awesome. At long last, winning against the Paladin for me. Really hate that class. This feels actually rather satisfying. And we actually also get another game not screeched. Get another game in here just before we stop. At 13 minutes, the last episode shouldn't be. So let's just get one more game. We're probably going to go overtime because of that, but who cares? Who cares? You get more entertainment, hopefully. So I'm fine with that. A Warlock, okay. This is going to be interesting. I mean, we have light bombs for all the giants, and we have all sorts of control stuff for anything else. Swamboos is going to be so unimportant in the beginning. And Ragnaros too. This is good control stuff. So I'm going to keep it on, but this will be on the premise that he is Zulok. And I ain't up putting all my eggs in one basket here. I'm afraid that I would be. Probably should remove this then. Let's do this. Well, we have all the giants in the world here.
One shot.
Elven Archer. That is interesting. Well, so it's at least a Zoo, so we did mulligan correctly. And I'm just going to accept the damage here. I don't see any reason to try and kill it. The Holy Smite on its 3-2 is much better. Yeah. Then we can go for the Dark Cultist next turn, and that will be just great value for us. Cool. Yeah, killing this Knife Juggler is probably the most important thing here. Shutting him down, getting all that extra damage away. And he is going to throw down a lot of stuff, obviously. So if we can't deal with this, we're going to die. But on the other hand, if we deal with this, we are on the good side. Actually, I should probably just Pyromancer coin and heal the Pyromancer again. Killing all of his stuff and making it impossible for him actually to kill my Pyromancer in the same turn. So, yeah, with 2 cards left in his hand, he can still again try and establish board control. Okay, so he's now beginning to clear the board. I like that. But we are still the ones that are focused here on board control. I'm not so sure if he has. Maybe he just felt like he had a good opening and wanted to kill me as fast as possible. But the thing is that Priest, at least that's how I'm told, is the counter to something like Hunters. If there are a lot of Hunters, you're going to see a lot of Priests. So he shouldn't against a Priest try and rush me down, but he's going to. And, well, we can't deal with this lower step right now. We can't kill his 2-3 and heal our Dark Cultist up again. Actually, I don't think that is necessary. Yeah, he could maybe have a Dark Bomb, so we should heal our Dark Cultist. That extra damage to our face, 2 extra damage to the face that we could heal instead, is not going to be worth it. If he doesn't have a Dark Bomb, obviously it would have been better to heal our face. But he is somewhat board control focused, I think. So I would expect him to have something like a Dark Bomb, even though he has played it much differently. Also, it seems like he's going AFK, or just leaving it all in total. Cool. So we're going to even get a 3rd game in here, and give me those stars. Awesome. Well, I mean he did have board control there. He would have lost it in 2 turns, but he would have been able to deal somewhat a lot of damage. I think I would have been able to recover from it at around 5 to 10 HP, but he still had a chance. Certainly. I wouldn't have had any. I had 1 holy fire being able to deal with the lower step, but would he have had anything like a Doomguard in? Then I wouldn't actually have been able to do anything. Wild Pyromancer against the Mage. Yeah, that could work with the Holy Nova against the Mech Mage, because most of the Mech Mage stuff is going to be 3 HP. But that is a turn 5 combo, or turn 7 combo, that can first be that would have to either be built up or be played. I would have to go for the Pyromancer on turn 4, and then Holy Nova on turn 5, and then he could have killed the Pyromancer first. But yeah, I don't know. I'm just going to play the Pyromancer. He can't trade. I'm not so sure if he would want to, but it seems like he's a Mech Mage. The Mana Worm is used in a lot of Mech Mages because of all these cheap spells. Coins, cool. And something for 3 mana too. Elven. Oh, what is it with all these Elven Archers lately? Well, I can't really complain. He has board control, that is for sure. And I just think I wouldn't want to heal myself and relax here. I don't see any reason to go for a Shadow Word Pain on his Mana Worm right now. I mean, yes, he could go for 2 spells, so meaning that the Shadow Word Pain won't be able to deal with it. But on the other hand, he just played an Acolyte of Pain. So he is going to be more of a controlling mid-range thing. He's not going to try and wash me down. And I don't see any reason to do anything else than just sit around. Do I really want to Shadow Word Pain either the Acolyte or his Mana Worm? We can get the Snowball away from going with the Mana Worm, but I think we can survive one extra turn here. Obviously, he can Fire Blast his Acolyte of Pain, but that would leave him with only 2 mana for anything else. I'm just going to really even though he has 3 minions, most of this stuff doesn't seem that dangerous. To be honest, nothing of this seems dangerous. I mean, obviously he has ball control, and obviously he wants to keep it, but it is not looking that awful for me to. Should be easy enough for me to actually get this thing back on the road myself. So, yeah, I'm mad scientist. Well, whenever we get that Holy Nova, it's going to be great. We probably would have to deal with something right now. We can also Light Bomb next turn. Yeah, not really the best, but I can't count on the fact that I can draw into a Holy Nova. I have to do something else. I have to begin playing something. Could also go for Cabal Shadow Priest on probably the Acolyte of Pain. So, yeah, let's be even more greedy than we already are. Let's just try and win with the greediest thing we can possibly do. Okay, yeah, still, Holy Nova would be great. Arcane Intellect. That is interesting. So he's not only he should be very control focused. I am not so sure why he does have an Elven Archer here.
Let me change your mind.
So the question is, should we have the 2/2? Yeah, we probably should. Just so that he can't get the secret in here. And so he has to trade this way or with both of these. Either the way, that is going to be more than fine with me. More than fine. More than fine. I mean, yeah. I can't really say what else. I mean, we are down at 20 HP. Not really something to worry about. We are against a mage, so he can just throw a lot of damage out in one turn, but it still feels rather safe at where we are right now. But that also means that we should probably be aware of going into Shadowform before he's just going to be able to get us far away to that. An Arcane Golem. Okay, I have no idea what we're playing against. He has an Acolyte of Pain. He has a lot of other cool stuff that looks controlly, but he does also have something like that. So he is far aggro, nearly face-like, but he doesn't want to. But he also has a lot of card draw, which doesn't make that much sense in a deck like this. And the Lepano. Okay, this. Yeah, this Holy Nova would be awesome. There we go. Cool. So if we go for a powered shield on this one too, and then we can go in on this Holy Nova and clear the whole board. We go down to 8 though. So he can kill us with a Frostbolt. Oh, we go down to 10, but he can still kill us with a Frostbolt, a Fireball. Actually, he can't, because we still would have 1 HP left, meaning that we could be able to heal ourselves up again. But we have to focus on healing. Every turn we have to heal ourselves to get out of this range here. And then focus on figure out what else we can do. We can kill anything big with this combo. So we are in a good position here. Arcane Missiles, cool. So something to buff the Mana Worm here. A Fireball and a Frostbolt. Okay, so the RNG said we should lose. We played greedy and we actually got the board back, but because he's a mage, he has a lot of bast. And that meant that even though we just gained board control and we were sure that we could keep it, we didn't have the HP left to actually deal with it. And I misread my opponent, which was also really what happened. I thought I could be greedy and that he was something mid-rangey, mid-rangey or controlly, and not something that was actually aggro, which he is. I mean, the Mana Worm makes sense to put it into something like this. And all of the other stuff that he had too. I'm not so sure about the Elven Archer. But all of the other stuff made sense in an aggro deck, but it also could have been used in a board control thing. And that is just why. Also because he used his Elven Archer in board control. That is just why. But he was aggro. I didn't see that, and that is why we really lost. I wouldn't have been that greedy maybe if I actually knew that. I would probably have killed a lot of those minions before to negate all of that damage that he would have done to me. But yeah, still, this deck, even we just got board control at very last, so as you can see, this deck actually does work really, really well. I really like it. It's actually been the first priest deck that I found to be entertaining to play. Not the standard one. The standard one is good, obviously, but it wasn't entertaining for myself. This thing is, and I really like it. And I think you should try it out too. Thank you for watching. See ya.